Christmas, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, your headliner tonight is an amazing guy. He is a comedian that I enjoy working with. Every time I just fall more and more in love with him. We've shared so many evenings together, just up, talking, getting to know each other, so I would like to give him the most personal introduction I can. Your headliner has appeared on Showtime, MTV, and America's Funniest People. He did a year at Harrah's Casino as the comedy star of Showgirls. He toured overseas in Bahrain, Kuwait, and, I'm sorry, what is that word? What? I'm sorry, whatever. And Iraq. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mike Wally Walter, everybody. Mike Walter.
After all these years. Welcome to the Mike and Two Dykes show. How often do I get to work with two dykes, for Christ's sake? That is so awesome. I travel with Abby, but Dana, you were just a pleasant surprise and a great addition to the dykiness of the show. I don't pick on the gays. I don't. When it comes to the gays, my mind is open, but my cheeks are clenched. I think that's just an appropriate way to be. My lifestyle that I want to lead. Did he say I worked at Harrah's? Did he mention I worked at Harrah's? I did a year at Harrah's in Laughlin, Nevada. Anybody ever been to Laughlin, Nevada? Yeah. Look, they're thrilled. It's the home of the newlyweds and nearly dead. There's a lot of goddamn old people down there. I'll tell you how old they were. I put a glass of water down. I came back, there was a set of teeth in them. It's not only old, that's wrong. It's hot down there in the summertime. It's like 127 degrees. Old people will burst into flames. I saw a lady walking down the strip. She had a bucket in her hand. I said, "Did you win a bunch of nickels?" She goes, "No, it's my husband. He burst into flames." Scooped him up and taking him back to the hotel. You go to Vegas, you see beautiful people. There are beautiful people in Vegas. You go to Laughlin, you still see beautiful people. They take their boats down, put them in the river, run them up and down. You go to Reno, that's like going to a goddamn garage sale, isn't it? There's no dress code in Reno whatsoever anymore. People are walking around the casinos in their pajamas. Women are walking around, they got those fanny packs on, right under their chin. Fanny pack under the chin, not a pretty sight. I saw that earlier today in Madras. And, no, seriously. Chick walking down the strip, she had the fanny pack under her chin, halter top on, hot pants, go-go boots, fishnet stockings, pregnant, look for crack, fucking Madras. Anyway. You ever get in a casino and all you want to do is get to your favorite slot machine, you get stuck walking behind old people? That's a bitch, isn't it? Old people walk through a casino like they're totally bedazzled by the lights. Remember those people walk like they drive, they walk on the right-hand side till they find somebody slow like that? Then they'll shift over to the left lane, speed up, pass them, flip them off. And then those old people who do that casino drift where they just kind of wander over into your lane. And they gotta yell at them, "Hey, get out of the way!" What? Where's the buffet? Need some food. Who said he went to Laughlin? Who's been to Laughlin? We don't want to talk to you now. We're afraid. Who's been to Laughlin? Somebody? Remember what casino you were at? Just get out of the casino. Thank you. Oh, the Riverside. That's a shitty casino. I was at Harrah's. That's a nice casino. It's up on the hill. Riverside downtown's the first casino ever built. Mom, it's where the pissed off old ladies go to gamble. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen pissed off old ladies in the casino? The ones I'm talking about, the ones that got the lipstick goes all the way around. They got that oxygen mask on, smoking a cigarette through the hole in their throat. Playing two machines at the same time. You know you're only supposed to play one machine at a time. That's the rules. You can only play one. But you try to tell them about it, it's like, hey lady, you're only supposed to play one machine. She looks and goes, fuck off, you son of a bitch. They got those racing walkers with the wheels and the handbrakes on them, so they can get through the buffet line faster. Like, get out of my way, eat some goddamn ham. That's funny right there. That is, they'd have that one hand on the handbrake, the other hand, that thing up their throat, they'd just be going around in circles. Wouldn't they? Hey, somebody steer me the right direction. I'm going there's a goddamn buffet right now. Help me. I was in the Topless Review for almost a year. My tits are still sore. I was in the Topless Review for almost a year. My tits are still sore. These are the jokes, lady. You're waiting for Billy Graham to come out here and make your kid walk again. It ain't gonna happen. I had 7 beautiful showgirls in my show. 7 beautiful showgirls in my show. I was in the dressing room right next to them. First week I was there, found a hole, drilled into the wall, and looked right into their dressing room. I was gonna plug it up, but I figured, what the hell, let them look, you know. I would taunt them. I'd stick my dick through the hole in the wall. Say, hey girls, how you doing? Oh, you having a good time? It was a big, thick wall. Fine, it was 1/4-inch plywood, lady. Because I got a little dick, all right? Not afraid to admit it, but it's very, very thick. I'm hung like a tuna can. Starfish, chicken in the sea. Hey, bumblebee. Not just that little tuna can. I'm talking the big one that you get at Costco that'll feed a family of 12. Hungry now. 2.5 months. 2.5 months. I just spent the last 2.5 months in fucking Florida, 80-degree weather, and I came back to this shit. I'm not happy. I was in the Villages of Florida. The Villages is the largest over 55 community in the United States. It's the largest golf club community. There are 11 women for every guy in the fucking Villages. But have you seen them? I had this 83-year-old woman hitting on me. 83, she looked at me, she said, I'm a cougar. I said, at 83, you're a fucking saber-tooth. See, 2.5 months, this is the latest I've been up in 2.5 months. 9:15, it's 9:15. Back in the Villages, you do a show, it's over by 7:30 because everybody there's going, hey, Matlock's on in a half hour. We gotta go. I got done doing that run in Laughlin and I moved back up to Washington State. That's where I'm from, Washington State. You know what that means, don't you? I know how to pump my own fucking gas. Like you guys down here in Oregon, you have the highly trained technicians. Get very indignant about the fact that if you go out there and don't know the law and start to go to pump your gas, they'll scream, hey, 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 hey! My job! Look at the name thing. Whoa, excuse me, goober. You'll grab that nozzle and start pumping the gas, showing up the lovely 6 inches of butt crack you so damn proud of. Apparently a badge of approval here in Oregon. 6 inches of butt crack, you're a pump jockey. 12 inches of butt crack, you're a mechanic. Anything more than that, you're a goddamn truck driver. Hey, get on the way, get your butt crack. I did. My very first time I went to Nevada, I drove down there with a buddy of mine. We stopped at a truck stop because, you know, if you want to eat good, eat where the truckers eat. We went into the restaurant, up at the counter, an entire row of truck drivers. It was butt crackorama. I was also Nevada. I was so tempted to grab a quarter, put it in that slot, and pull his line. Then I thought, ooh, what if it pays off? Biscuits and gravy for everybody. You go to Nevada? You go to Nevada? Do you go to Nevada? Do you go to... Somebody called Jerry Lewis. We got one of the special kids in here. Do you go to...
I went once.
You went what? Did you tell your friends?
Not really.
No, really? That's the smart thing you do. You never want to tell them you're going to Nevada. First thing they do, hey, here's the buck. Take it down there and gamble it for me. It's like you get down to your last dollar. Oh, let's see how Bob's dollars. Bing, 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 $300. Fuck, that wasn't Bob's dollar. Bob's dollar's right here because Bob's a loser. First time I went to Vegas, I told a buddy of mine I was going to Vegas. He gave me $100. $100 to take it down there and gamble for me. It'd be just like I'm gambling with you. Then he had the audacity to call me up and go, hey, how are me and my $100 doing? I said, you slept with a hooker. Send more money. She likes you. Love doing his job, traveling around, go to weird places. Went to Palm Springs, California. Anybody ever been to Palm Springs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a good time? Oh yeah, fucking waffling, no, Palm Springs, yeah. Here's a quick impression of a senior on the street any day of the week in Palm Springs, California. Quick impression of Palm Springs. Here you go. Myron, come quick! Look, there's a big salad Gucci's. Let's go! I was just in Yakima. Anybody ever been to Yakima?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Palm Springs, no, Yakima. Hey, we fucking saved up. Enter in the city of Yakima. Is there not a big sign that says, welcome to Yakima, the Palm Springs of Washington? Thinking to myself when I was in Palm Springs, then I see that big sign, welcome to Palm Springs, the Yakima of California. A quick impression of a senior tea on the streets any day of the week in Yakima. Quick impression of Yakima. Here we go. Manuel, Leo, quick and run this big Santa Gamma, let's go! There's a lot of Mexicans in Yakima. It's a lot like Madras with skyscrapers. Anyway, they're all going, ooh, he's picking on Madras. There's a lot of Mexicans there too, you know that. There's a lot of Mexicans all over in Oregon. How did they get here? What do we do? Is the wall gonna go up here? Maybe in Central Oregon. Will they let us out? I don't know. Went to Texas. Anybody ever been to Texas?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah? Where'd you go in Texas?
Austin. Corpus Christi.
Sorry?
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi, the Texas Riviera. That's what they call it. It's the Texas Riviera. I've been all over Texas. I went to Dallas. Anybody been to Dallas?
Yeah.
I got a joke about Dallas. Nobody ever gets a joke. Want to hear my joke about Dallas?
Yeah. Sure.
She goes, sure, go ahead. That's why we're here. We're here to listen to you. We don't know if we really want to or not. We paid our money. We're skipping around. Dallas, Texas, they built a museum on the spot where the shots fired to kill Kennedy. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, then you walk across the street and see where Oswald shot from. Kennedy was one of our famous presidents. He was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. A lot of people subscribe to the theory of the lone gunman, Lee Harvey Oswald, shooting from the book depository. A lot of those people think there's a conspiracy theory going on. Somebody shooting him across the street, the grassy knoll. But here's what happened, my blonde friend. First bullet hit Kennedy, his head bounced forward. Second bullet him, he bounced back. He grabbed his throat. That bullet around his head came back out. Hit Governor John Connally. The shoulder was sitting directly in front of him in the open limousine. That bullet went through Connally's shoulder and into his knee. But the most important thing I want you to remember about President John F. Kennedy, he fucked Marilyn Monroe, man. That's right, he nailed a superstar, not some fat intern in the White House with a stain on her dress. Oh, President. doing a movie star. That's my president, President John F. Kennedy. I love Texas. You go to Texas, you play in a big room, look out in the audience, go, yo, Bubba! And about 14 heads go, whoop. Everybody in Texas, their nickname is Bubba, Butch, or Junior. I met an entire family of Bubbas when I was in Texas. I did. I met Bubba, his wife, Bubba Jean, little Bubettes. Met their daughter, Bubblicious. Met her husband, Hubba Bubba. Met their dad, Bubba Senior, who was also their brother and their uncle. It was a small town in Texas. Not like fucking Redmond. Anyway, had a great time down there, guy. You can drink and drive in Texas. Did you know that? Where's a guy in the audience? Sir, right over here? Huh? Over here? Where's a guy? Raise your hand. Oh my God. Any guy? You, right here on the end, fucker. Raise your hand. What's your name?
Mark.
Mark. How do you write that on a checkbook? Mark.
It looks just like that.
Does it? Mark. Did they do that in school? And everything? Mark? Why? I'm right here. They don't have breathalyzer tests in Texas. Mark, you know what they do down there?
No.
I'll fucking tell you. They'll show you a picture of a 655-pound woman with no teeth and go, would you sleep with her? No. Okay, buddy, you're all right. Go ahead. Went to Alaska. Anybody ever been to Alaska? No, I don't go to Alaska. It's fucking cold. Anybody ever been there? Nobody's been there?
No.
No? How about you? Did you go to Alaska?
No.
No. I've been all over Alaska. Been to Anchorage, Fairbanks, Sitka, Ketchikan, Anahuac, Juneau, Dunedin, Craig. Did 3 fucking nights in Kodiak. 3 nights in Kodiak. I flew into Fairbanks in the middle of winter. I heard 2 noises. Those are my nuts going up into my body. I did 3 nights in Kodiak. I'm not prejudiced. The first night I'm there, huge native woman sitting in the front row. Every time I tell a joke, she'll look at me, she'll go, "You're not funny." I tell another joke. "That's not funny." I tell another joke. "You're not funny." She was sitting in one of those captain's chairs. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she stood up. It stuck to her ass. Swear to God, she's walking the room going, "Look at this. This is funny." I'll sit over here. I'm going over here. Kodiak's on an island. Nobody worries about getting a car stolen because where the hell are you going to go with it? An island. It's surrounded by water. Natural blood? Or pirate?
I don't feel like I should say.
You don't know what you should
Do I
say?
look like a natural?
No, you look like a pirate. Blonde hair, black patch. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. Next day I'm driving this pickup truck I borrowed the night before because it's surrounded by water. Cruising down the road, and there's that woman from the show. She's standing by the side of the road hitchhiking. I pulled over. I said, "Hey, babe, where are you going?" She said, "Oh, I'm going to the liquor store." I said, "Hey, it's on my way. Hop in, I'll give you a lift." She gets into the truck. We're driving down the road. She said, "Oh, that's nice. You give me a ride to the liquor store." I said, "I told you, it's not a problem. It's on my way." "Nope, I'm going to do something nice for you." I'm going, "Really? What do you got in mind?" She said, "I'm going to give you a blowjob." I said, "Oh, shit, lady, you don't have to do that." Then I started thinking, what the hell? It's Kodiak. Who am I going to tell, huh, Mark? So I started running my fingers through her hair. She looked at me and went, "Oh, you're passionate." I said, "Well, thank you very much. I've always considered myself a bit of a lover." She said, "No, the liquor store. You're passionate. You better stop and let me out." Did you get up and explain that joke to everybody else here that's not fucking laughing? Because it's goddamn, that's funny. So how many married people we got here tonight? Round of applause, married people. Round of applause. How many divorced people we got in here tonight? How many single people in here tonight? How many people in here getting laid tonight? You got a boyfriend?
No.
No? Can I sing a love song to you? What's your name?
Shauna.
Shauna?
Yes.
Wrap your legs round my shoulder. Let me whisper, baby. I How many people in here have kids? Round of applause. Who's got kids? Who's got kids? How many aren't sure? Mark, you got kids?
Yep,
How many?
3.
Oh, one of each, right? I remember. Abby did that joke already. What do you got?
2 boys and a girl.
2 boys and a girl. Did you go to the hospital and watch the kids be born?
1.
One. What'd you do with the other 2? I'm sitting out here in the car. I don't want to watch. Take care of this. Huh?
1 was enough.
One was enough. Was it the first one?
Yeah.
He went, I'm not going back. No, I saw what came out. I don't know how I could ever go back in. Well, God, give him a nice round of applause for at least doing one. I've got kids, I've got 4 kids, I'm not bragging here or anything, but you know what that means, don't you, Sean? I've done 4 times. They don't call me stud muffin for nothing. I'm amazed at how far the medical profession has come. My first child was born, doctors wouldn't let me into the hospital. Second one was born, they let me in the hospital, I had to sit in a waiting room. Third one was born, I get to peek through the window to see what was happening. But the last one, shit, the doctor said, Mike, we want you to become involved with the birth process right at the beginning. Well, shit, I thought I was there. No, what they do is they want you to go into the doctor's office with your wife for the exams. Did you do that, Mark? Mark? Did you do
Not
Jesus
really.
Christ, where the fuck did all the mutes come from?
Just at the hospital, that was it.
Just at the hospital? Well, that's good. You didn't have to do that because it's embarrassing for men. I mean, you go in, you get a urine sample. Like, wait, they ask you to undress from waist down. Then they'll ask your wife to do the same thing. It's very embarrassing for men. I watched my wife. She was taking off her clothes. She took off her pants. She took off her underwear. She folded up her underwear and hid them into the folds of her pants. I said, honey, what the hell do you think you're doing? She said, I don't want the doctor to see my underwear. It's coming from a woman. The doctor had his hand in there going, get a lot of room for movement for the baby in here. I took a survey. You women hide your underwear, don't you? That doctor can see anything he wants to see, but by God, let him see that you're wearing Tuesday on Friday. That's a whole nother story. Pregnant women don't go into labor at a decent hour either, do they, Mark?
No.
Ain't no 1 or 2 in the afternoon where you could get off work and enjoy the rest of the day. Usually it's 3 or 4 in the morning. Go to the hospital at 4 o'clock in the morning. Nurses are naturally hostile to husbands. Has your wife suffered any problems at all during her pregnancy? Yes, terminal bitchiness. Big moment finally arrived and wheeled my wife into the delivery room. I went running in right after her. There she is. She's on the table, feet in the stirrups. Doctor standing over like a quarterback over the center. Head and shoulders, the baby started to come out. He looked at me, he said, hey, grab hold and pull that baby the rest of the way out. I'm thinking, bullshit, that's what I'm paying him for. Then they lie to you. Isn't that the cutest little thing you've ever seen in your entire life?
God, no, Jesus, I won't do that again. Help me, Mr. Wizard.
And their baby's got to be one of the ugliest sights in the world. They're purple, creamy, they look like little Chinese pug dogs. The placenta came out, I thought I had twins. They look just like the mother. Don't you groan. I got snapshots of her in my wallet. Don't make me bring them out. Save for Saturday mornings when Jehovah's Witnesses come to the house. Look at that. Ah! Made it sound like it was a happily married guy, didn't it? Yeah, you guys could respond. You could say yes, Mike, no, Mike, any kind of response. Let me try that one more time. It made it sound like I was a happily married guy, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I lied to you. I mean, I really do have 4 children. I'm originally from Olympia, Washington. I then moved to Spokane, Washington. Spokane is 350 miles away from Olympia. I really do have 4 kids. Also, are you ready for this, Sean? 5, count them 5, ex-wives. Not bragging here or anything, but you know what that means, don't you? My life is hell! Married to my 5th wife, I didn't realize she was bi. Polar. And couldn't dealt with the bi part. It was like, fuck it, I got a camera, bring your girlfriend to snap. People ask me what my status is now while I'm single. I don't like being single, I just don't know where to meet women. I mean, I look at the women in the audiences at the clubs I work at, shit, I'm old enough to be your daddy, but not rich enough to be who's your daddy? I don't know where to meet women. Mark, how'd you meet your lovely wife?
Online.
Online?
Online, yeah.
What website were you on?
I don't even remember.
Was it American Singles? Yahoo Personals?
Farmers.
Huh?
Personals.
It was what?
It's a chat line.
It was a chat line.
Yes, a chat.
We just had a chat line. It was nothing. That wasn't one of those, dating sites. We weren't on that. It was a chat line.
What were you talking about? Talking? We were talking about talking. You're talking about fucking on the chat line? Yeah, I was fucking on the chat line. That's what it was. You don't remember that? Fuck chat line. That's what it was. I tried American Singles. I tried the Yahoo Personals. I got rejected from eHarmony. Have you tried that, Shauna?
I've tried almost all of them, yes.
Yeah? Have you tried eHarmony? You gotta fill out a fucking questionnaire. I know, you gotta fill out a questionnaire. I got down to the last question. They said, what do you want to see in a woman? I said, my penis. And they rejected me. I thought, that's freaking advertising. What the hell's the matter? I have a penis. I need a place to put it. That's what I'm looking for. It's not like I went to fuck chat line. No. Then I tried the Match.com. Did you try Match?
Yes.
Oh God, that's the worst, isn't it? I like to call it www. I don't look a fucking thing like my picture.com. Yeah, have you tried it? Did you find they didn't look like their pictures?
That's exactly what I found.
That's exactly what, yeah, because I always figured if you're gonna go on one of those sites, it should look like a picture. My picture looks like me. If you look at me, you look at my picture. You look at me, you look at my picture. If you look at me, you look at my picture. You meet me, you go, fuck, there's that guy. He looks just like his picture. Then you fill out a little profile of what you're looking for. I was honest with mine. I'm old and fat, I wanna get laid. Boom, sent that out on the web. I got hits. This chick sent me her picture and she was cute. Right up the bat, I thought, oh fuck, she's blind. Anyway. We started chit-chatting back and forth. Mark, universal sign for chit-chatting porn. You were probably familiar with on yours. Chit-chatting porn. Chit-chatting. We decided to make a date. When you make a date online, the first thing you got to do is always make sure you have to meet at a what, Shauna?
Public place.
A safe place, a public place. We decided to meet at a bar in Tacoma. That's where she lived. She lived in Tacoma. I lived in Olympia. I was going to a party in Tenino. What the hell does that mean to you, Shauna? Not a goddamn thing, but here it is. It means we were going to meet in the car for about an hour. You're going to remember that. Car hour. I'm going to come back to you. So I go to this bar, and what I did was I ran a little tiny picture of her in the palm of my hand, and I'm looking at the women in the bar and looking at the picture going, no, not you. 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 And I think, oh shit, she stood me up, and I'm getting ready to leave when it is, hi, Mike. I turned around, and there it was. I looked at her, I looked at the picture, and went, no, not you. Because the picture was 20 years old and 180 pounds ago, and that is not fair, Shauna. My picture looked like me. She knew exactly who the hell I was as soon as I walked into the bar. She's going, oh my God, look, that's Mike. He looks just like the picture. That's the guy I'm going to go out with right there. That's the guy I'm going to go out. I couldn't look at her and go, sorry, wrong guy, and get the fuck out of there. No. I had to turn around and go, oh. But I didn't do that because I'm a nice guy. I turned around and looked at her and went, "Oh, are you Julie?" That's not her real name. Yes, it is. I said, "Are you Julie?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, come on, Julie, we gotta go." Now, don't judge me on this. Honest to God, true story. I'm walking out to my car. She's following me, holding her arm and dragging a foot. I get her out of the car. I said, "Okay, Julie, tell me about yourself." She says, "I've had 4 strokes. I have brain seizures. This kidney is dead. And this hand is dead. Can I just call you Lucky for the rest of the night?" That's important shit. I should have been able to read up on that. You don't just fucking spring that on somebody. It's like, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, oh my God, bowling out of the question on the first day. We get in the car. She said, "Where are we going?" I said, "We're going to go have dinner and meet some friends." She says, "Dinner?" I said, "Yeah, I'm buying you dinner." She said, oh God, I hope we don't have soup." I said, "What?" She goes, "I hope we don't have soup." I said, "Why?" She goes, "It falls out of the side of my mouth." We get there, I'm walking in, my friends are looking at me, they're going, "Mike, who the hell are you with?" When it's Julie. It's an online date, it's the first time we've met. Fucking help me. They're being nice, they're conversing with Julie, they're trying to make her feel welcome. In the meantime, Shauna, I had bought Julie a very nice chicken breast dinner. Yeah, she's eating chicken. Pieces of chicken are flying out the side of her mouth like a branch through a wood chipper. It's just... We're sitting across from some friends of mine. My friend has got a gorgeous wife. She's got a great set of hands. And her boobs are nice too. And she's wearing a very low-cut blouse. And jokingly, I look at her and went, "Jesus, Chris, why don't you show your tits to everybody?" Whereupon my date, Julie, started staring at Chris's tits doing this. I'm going, "Yo, what's up with that?" She said, "I forgot to mention to you I'm bisexual." I'm going, that should have been the fucking headline on your profile. I'm at it now. I'm taking her back home. I get her in the car. I drive as fast as I can. It still takes how long, Shauna?
An hour.
An hour. I whip up in front of her apartment. Just she's getting out of the car, she looks at me and says, "This is what she said to me. Just want to let you know, I'm not going to fuck you on the first date." I said, "Thank you." So she's blowing me. And my dick kept falling out the side of her mouth. That's not true. Remember earlier I told you I had a little dick, was very, very thick with a box side of my dick. Plug right there. That's what that was. That was an embellishment to that story. I added that on right there. But I've been traveling. I'm getting older now. I'm not happy about getting older. Shit's starting to go wrong with me. Is it 19 years ago now, I got diagnosed with cancer and diabetes. I'm 18 years cancer-free now. I had a reoccurrence of it last year, but we knocked the shit out of it again. But I decided I was going to beat my cancer with my sense of humor and my attitude, and you guys get to listen to the story of it. I love to play golf. I play golf as much as I possibly can, and 19 years ago I was playing in a celebrity golf tournament, and it was a skins tournament. We were making the turn, and I was feeling pretty good because I'd won 8 skins. And I went into the can to take a leak, and I started peeing solid blood. Well, needless to say, back nine didn't go quite as well as the front nine did. I'll tell you that. That's the joke. You can fucking laugh. I called my doctor. My doctor said, "Mike, I'm not even going to look at you. I'm going to hook you up with a urologist." So he hooked me up with this urologist in Olympia. The doctor's name was Peckler. I went in to see Peckler. He says, "I'm not even, what we're going to do is we're going to put you in an open ass gown. We're going to take you in a room. We're going to put you on the table. We're going to put your feet in the stirrups. I'm going to walk in with this big, long metal rod. I'm going to shove that up your dick and check shit out." I'm going, "Fuck, no shit. Sign me up." And They took me in a room, they put me in the open ass gown, they took me in another room, they put me on the table, they put my feet in the stirrups and they laid me back. And I know what you women go through now. You're just hanging out there in front of God and everybody and it's very embarrassing. The nurse walked in and grabbed hold of my penis. As she's holding my penis, she had a hypodermic needle in her other hand, and I'm looking at her going, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you going to do with that? And she said, we got to put this in the end of your penis. It's a freezing gel. We have to freeze your penis. I said, you got to what? She said, we got to freeze your penis. And I'm thinking to myself, Mark, a nurse with ice cubes in her mouth would be an ideal way to freeze my penis, but apparently my HMO not good enough. What's fortunate is this last occurrence of it, I got under the Obamacare, and they cover that now, Shauna. It's in the Clinton clause. And thank you, President Clinton. Anyway. So she's holding my penis and the hypodermic needle, and then she looked at me. She goes, "Can I go to high school with you?" I was like, "No, fuck no." And then she put it in. She put it in, and she put a clamp on the end of my penis. I said, "Why did you clamp my penis?" And she said, "You don't want that freezing gel to come out. It'll freeze everything." I said, "No, leave the boys alone." About 5 minutes later, the doctor walked in and he said, "Is your penis frozen now?" I said, "No, it's cold. It's not frozen." He said, "I'll be back in 10. 10 minutes later, he came back. He said, "How about now?" I said, I got a popsicle for you, Peckler." He said, "Okay, Mike, I'm going in." I said, "I'm holding on." And he starts putting this metal rod in me, and it's a scope is what it is, Sean. It's a scope. That's what and it gets it in there, and it gets down, and he's looking through it like a pirate through a looking glass. Just, "Arg, matey." There she blows. And I'm going, "What blows?" And he goes, "You got a baseball-sized tumor in your bladder. That's got to come out." I said, "You can send me over to the hospital, do a little incision, take it out there." He said, "No, we're taking it out the way we went in." He says, "Don't worry, we're going to cut, snip, pull, cut, snip, pull, cut, snip, pull." I'm going, "Okay. I know the surgery is over, Mark, when I heard this noise." Yeah. He looked at me, he said this, he goes, "We're going to have to do some treatment." I said, "Chemo, radiation, what are we going to do?" He goes, "BCG treatments." I said, "What's that?" I said, "Once a week for 6 weeks. You're come to the office, the nurse is going to put a catheter in you. She's going to squeeze this medication into your bladder. You're going to go home, you're going to lay on the bed, and you're going to rotate for 2 hours because you want to coat your bladder, and then you got to pee it out because there's live bacteria in there. You don't want it eating up all the cells. It'd eat up the cancer cells. Well, it'll eat up the other cells. It'll keep it in there too long. You got to get rid of it. Then you got to put bleach in your toilet because the live bacteria will be eating up all the porcelain cells in there." I said, "Okay." So the first week I go in, they put the catheter in, squeeze the medication. I go home, I rotate. I'm standing at the toilet. I got a solid stream going. I get to the end of my piss, and the end of my dick goes. The fuck was that? Second week I go in, put the catheter in, squeeze the medication. Go home, I rotate, get in the bathroom, stand in the toilet, got a solid stream going. At the end of my piss, and the end of my dick goes. Son of a bitch. The third week I go in, she gets ready to put the catheter in, and I go, "Oh, wait a minute." She says, "What?" I said, "The last 2 weeks I've been here, you put the catheter in and squeeze the medication. I've rotated on the bed for 2 hours. I get into the bathroom, I stand at the toilet, I got a solid stream going, get the end of my piss, and before I could say anything, Mark, she looked at me and went, "Yeah. What the fuck is that?" She said, "Dick farts." "What the hell are you talking about?" She said, "It's the air we've squeezed into your bladder. It's got to come out somewhere. It's going to come out the end of your dick. It's going to make your dick fart." I said, "Dick farts is the medical terminology for this?" She goes, "Yeah, dick farts, it's a medical term." Basically what I'm saying here, Mark, some night you're standing at the toilet, you got a solid stream going, you get to the end of your piss and the end of your dick goes, it's because she's taking the term blowjob literally. It's suck, not blow, lady. It's a little lesson in life I'm trying to help you out with. Shit's been happening to me. Shit's been happening to me. I got the Obamacare 2 years ago, and I'm 65 now. And I got through Obamacare, and I waited a long time to get my colonoscopy. Anybody had one of these done? Mark? Have you?
Yeah.
How many times, Mark?
Twice.
Twice, you liked it then, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the colonoscopy. I had an Asian woman, was my doctor, Dr. Wang. She was great, man. She was an Asian, just my ideal. She was an Asian woman with a lazy eye. And I thought that was just cool shit. Are you looking at me like that for? She was very funny, but she was my doctor, and she prescribed this stuff for you, and you have to drink it the night before. It's 2 gallons of this shit, and you're supposed to drink it over a period of 4 hours. Well, I'll tell you this right now, Mark, I'm an overachiever. So I guzzled both gallons down as quickly as I could. And they don't warn you about this. The medicine is called Go Lightly. And you don't. And you gotta make sure that you're sitting in a chair with a clear shot at the room you're gonna be in for a while. Nobody can go there. Nobody can be in the way. I don't know when it's gonna hit. But I do know the feeling. And everybody knows that feeling of it is your stomach does that little and you know it's time to go. And I went in there and I started going, and I did not go lightly. I was going and going and going, and stuff was coming out of me I had no idea I could have ingested. I found an army man from the 3rd grade. I thought I found Hoffa at one point. Then I realized the mafia had Hoffa killed, and they buried him in Kim Kardashian's ass. Because you could get about 3 Teamsters in there, I'm thinking. But I'm going and going and going, and you're hungry. You're hungry. You hope you have an appointment early in the morning because they won't let you eat. They'll let you eat, but all you could eat is green or yellow Jell-O. That's it. None of the orange, none of the red. We get false signs. Green, and I don't like either one of those. Usually I always got the green Jell-O that had the fucking carrot shavings shit in it that some weird cousin would bring to the family get-together. You didn't want to eat it unless you knew who brought it. You know. What they fucking bring? Jell-O salad, it's okay. Who brought the green shit? Cousin Marlon. Fucking don't eat it. See Marlon picking his nose. So you don't know what's going to happen to you, and when you get in there, they put you in an open ass gown. I'm going, I've been here before. And I said, oh fuck, you're not coming at me that end, are you? No, the other end. And then they put you on the table and they give you this drug, and I wish I had the drug. I don't know what the drug is. I wish I had it all the time, because you just don't give a fuck about anything after you eat the drug. I mean, I was just in La La Land, not the movie, but really La La Land. I was just floating on this deal, and I was flirting with the nurses and flirting with Wang, and I kept winking at her, and she's going, why you wink at me? And then I was doing that. And then I went out. I don't know what happened to me. I woke up, and Dr. Wang was there wrapping up the hose. And I looked at her and I said, all of that went in me. Oh yeah, all of that went in you. I said, why are all these people in here? Debs are in. I said, why the fuck is the janitor in here? He wanted to see too. And they take you in a room, and I don't know how I got dressed. I don't remember getting dressed. All I know is I was dressed, and I was in a room, with about 12 other people that had had this procedure done, and they won't let you leave, Mark, until you what? Mark?
Till you drink or something, I don't know.
Till you what? Mark, you've had it done twice. You enjoyed it. We know what you have to
I don't remember anything afterwards.
do. You cannot leave the room until you pass gas. You gotta fart.
I used to do that.
You gotta fart. No, yeah, you gotta do that. They won't let you out unless you fart because they pump air up your ass. They're pushing air up your colon. You gotta pass the gas to get it out of there. You can't leave until you pass gas. And I'm in the room with 8 other people and they're farting like a storm, just everywhere. I cannot fart. I'm laying on the table and trying the best I can. I cannot fart. Wang walks in. She goes, "What the hell the matter with you?" I said, "I can't fart." She said, "You're doing it wrong." I said, "What do you mean I'm doing it wrong?" She said, "You get up on all fours right now. Get up on all fours." I get up on all fours and she said, "You push hard as you can." I said, "What?" "You push hard as you can." And I pushed. And then... And I looked at Wang, I said, "Can I leave now?" And she looked at me and said, "Please do. Get the fuck out of here, you stink. Oh my God, go away. I probably got that all out of you." Yeah. People ask me now, they say, "Mike, you know, you beat the cancer, you beat the diabetes." Well, I didn't beat diabetes. I still have diabetes. It's a very expensive medication. He said, "Well, you know, how do you supplement your income for that?" "Well, you know, I make so much money as a comedian." Here's what I do, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of my show, I'll be out there in the hall. I'll be selling these things. I have these lovely t-shirts for sale. The t-shirts say, in green letters, by the way, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, "Dick farts." It's a medical term. The t-shirts are $20, but wait, there's more. I have them in various sizes. I also have an hour-long DVD that I recorded here in Bend, Oregon at another comedy club. I can't tell you the name of the comedy club, but it's the reversal of okay. And I recorded an hour long of me doing my comedy, and then there's another 10 minutes of me doing my tribute show to Don Rickles. People have told me I look like Don Rickles, and Don Rickles has told me I look like Don Rickles, and I do a tribute show. That's what I was doing in Florida, doing the tribute show. And then there's another 5 minutes of people like Bill Engvall from the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. What's the hell's its name? Richard Karn, who was on Home Improvement. Bill. There was another guy, played Frank Fontana, Murphy Brown, all saying what a funny fucker I am. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of them on there doing that. It's an hour-long DVD. I usually sell this for 10. That's 10 and 20. How much is that, Mark?
30.
30, but because I'm here in Bend, Oregon, one of my favorite places to play, I'm knocking $10 off the price. You can pick up the DVD and the t-shirt for the low cost of $20. You can get the DVD and the t-shirt. And I'll sign it for you. I might not sign my name. I might sign somebody else's. I could sign Ryan's name. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've been a wonderful audience. If you like me, I've been Mike Wally Walter, and if you didn't like me, I've been Mark. And thank you so much. Good night.